Hey family, much love to my butterflies out there. Hello, hello, happy Sunday. As you see, I am lighting the load, doing something a little fun, okay? I'm always doing serious readings when it comes to the missing and crime readings, and I will be getting back to them. I'm always putting them in front of the list. Please know that. That's my passion. But every now and then I like to, take a step back and do some fun, readings when it comes to the celebrities. Because acquired minds do want to know. Please know that. Now, I can care less. I know there are a lot of people out there, you know, uh, they want to be in the know. Okay. And I get it. Um, your sister, I don't have, Facebook, Twitter, and all of that. I'm just here on YouTube. I'm just led by the spirit as far as knowing, just having a sense of knowing, and I go by energy, and that's pretty much how I'm able to retrieve information. So, with that being said, before I even get started, whatever you see and hear is going to be allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only. Please know that. I'm doing a reading on Michael B. Jordan and Lorie Harvey. Now, this was a year ago. This when these two made their first debut as a couple. They had attended some type of red carpet function. Um, I forgot what it was, but they had taken a picture together, all right, as a couple. Let me state it right here, okay? And I knew back then, I'm going to keep it 100 with you, okay? I knew back then when I saw this right here, I knew it was not going to last, okay? And I'm sure many of you was picking up on that too. But I'm always wishing people well, okay? Don't get me wrong. But when it comes to, Hollywood couples, not all of them, but a lot of times when it comes to Hollywood couples, the first thing pop up in my mind, in my spirit. I'm not gonna say my mind, but definitely in my spirit. For the first thing I pick up is partnership alliance. Okay, and a lot of people look at it as a PR move, and that's when these individuals hook up with certain people. As far as for status sake, shall I say. Just like partnership alliance, you make me look good, I make you look good. You do for me, I do for you. I mean, that's pretty much what I'm seeing here. Okay, you do for me, I do for you. You make me look good, I make you look good. Okay, I'm going to get something out of this, and you're going to get something out of this. But sometimes it can backfire. Okay, it can backfire when one heart, gets involved and the other person really, really, really start to fall for the other one, okay, unbeknownst to them. And I truly feel like Michael really falling for Lorie, okay. I don't think he meant for it to go there. Let me just say that, but he pretty much let his guards down big time, and he is older than her. Lorie, I did a read on her like I don't know, I think it was like a year ago. It was about a year and a half ago when she was dating Future, and actually she let her guard down with Future because she really falling for Future. She really was, and also quite rebelling, as far as everything that her dad Steve, her stepdad Steve taught her. He definitely taught her well. Let me just say that, but she was really letting her guards down big time with Future because anybody can see that he was nothing to be serious about. Let me just say that, okay? And so I was very surprised that she was going there, okay? That she went there, but she did, and it is what it is. But anyway, this video is pretty much about Michael B. Jordan and Lorie Harvey, okay? So what I did, I don't want to make this video too long, all right? Sometimes I say that and I still still end up being about an hour. But anyway, we'll see. So let me see here. I'm going to set this right here. Okay. I can definitely see it. Let me move this over. I've already meditated on these two. Let me just say that. And the top, when I was looking at Lorie, okay, when I was looking at Lorie and I was meditating on her, this is what popped up. These four main cards popped up as far as how, Lorie viewed the relationship with Michael, okay? from her perspective, and you can kind of see why things went to the left and why they broke up. And down here, this is speaking from the perspective about when I was meditating on Michael, the spirit was revealing these things on the bottom to me about him, okay, about him and the part that he played, why things could have went to the left. Okay, let me just say that. Now, I'm going to say this real quick, and then I'm going to reveal these cards. Lorie, stepdad Steve, as I stated earlier, he taught her a lot. Let me just say that. He even wrote a book about relationships. And he's also a man that has money. Okay, he has money. And, Lorie has been there and done it when it comes to, you know, having the finest things in life, living grand, just living a lavish lifestyle. She's been experiencing this as a young age since her mom been with Steve. Okay, so anything that a man can offer her, her father Steve has given her. Okay, from the perspective of what a father could do. Let me just say that, all right? From the perspective only of what a father can give his daughter. Let me just say that when it comes to financial things. Okay. Now the other things, of course, she would get that as far as dating, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so a guy would have to really, really, be over the top and impress her in the ways that matters to her. Let me just say that, okay? Because you'd be surprised. You think that, the spending the money. Because actually, I'm learning a lot about her. But actually, you would think, we all see that she's very how do you say it? She's very high demand, shall I say? She's very high demand, and she likes the finer things in life. Okay, that's what she's used to. But sometimes it gets old when you're used to it. I mean, you're used to that. You're used to that. Always having jewelry and money and designer clothes. She used to that because she was getting it from home. Okay, her mom has money by her being married to Steve, and her dad has money. So a guy would have to be very creative. Now, hear me out. Because everything I'm telling you is not that I knew this already. I'm learning a lot because the spirit reveals things to me. So a guy would have to be very creative and different, not the same, but different to really grab her attention. Let me just say that. Okay, even though Future was a bad boy, there were things that he was doing. He was grabbing her attention. Let me just say that. Now, I want to show you. I want to share with you what the spirit was revealing to me about Michael B. Jordan, and to give you an idea of what I was seeing um, inside of this so-called relationship between these two. Okay, I'm going to turn this over right here. And you know what? All of these are upside down. They are all upside down. Every last one of them. And I'm going to share this one last. Okay? Now, this right here, see that? This is chivalry. See? Chivalry. And you don't have to be rich to have this kind of characteristic. Okay? And a man normally goes all out when it comes to chivalry, when it comes to somebody that they care about, someone that they have, respect for, okay? And also someone that they're pursuing. Let me just say that. Also, it has here having integrity and courage, has a deep respect for the feminine. Okay? This one who's going all out. Okay? And by Michael having money, okay, he can do this. We've seen him do this for her, okay, on the blogs. Even if you follow her, I don't follow these celebrities, but for those who have seen these two image on social media. They're always taking pictures together. Well, definitely Lorie, because Michael's a very private individual. He's very private. You know, she likes, she's more of look at me, okay? He's not like that. But he has money in order to offer her chivalry, okay? And he does it publicly because she shows it publicly, okay? Now you hear what I'm saying? He has the money as far as showing chivalry towards her publicly, okay? This is someone who's showing chivalry to a woman publicly, okay? And maybe privately as well. Let me just say that. But this is someone that's offering a woman horse ride. You know, I mean, they're going all out with the flowers, you name it, okay? And they can really show it to you when they have money. Okay, let me just say that. I've seen Michael offer Lorie chivalry. I seen a little video snippet of him walking her into a room and rose petals was all on the floor. Okay, and you know how we saw it because she filmed it. She wanted people to see this. Okay, he was doing something nice for her. I think it was on her birthday, I believe. But he was doing something nice for her, and I'm trying to make a point. She wanted this to be seen. Okay. Now I don't know how often that he offered her chivalry, but his car was upside down. When it's upside down, this could let me know that he doesn't do chivalry as much. Okay, but when he do, she wants it to be seen. So it lets you know she loves this right here. Okay, she loves when a man is, giving her things, because that's what she used to. She used to man, buying her things, buying her cars, buying her jewelry, just going all out. She's used to that. But this car was upside down. Yes, it was upside down. And the way I see it, it's the little things that Michael sees that matter. It's the little things, you know. Obviously, he doesn't want to go all out big all the time, but he has the money to do it. But this is upside down, so I let me be the judge when it comes to that. Okay, this chivalry car was upside down. It's something about this car being upside down. She had an issue with. Okay, behind the scenes. Let's continue. Let's continue. Right here, this is the divine masculine. This car was upside down. The divine masculine supports the divine feminine in all the ways that matter. Okay? In all the ways that matters to her. Let me just say that. But to the divine feminine, period. Now it says here the divine masculine is can be very sensitive, spiritual, and intuitive. Okay, he protects what is truly valuable to him, being attentive, helpful. He displays leadership qualities. He is always present and listen. Okay, this is one that's always present. So, like when us females are talking to the man, they hear us. Okay, it's not like it's going to one ear after the other. Okay, it's something about Michael B. Jordan. She sees him like this. She doesn't see him as a divine masculine in her eyes. Okay, maybe she see her daddy. Maybe she see her daddy as a divine masculine. Okay, but however she sees him behind the scenes, as far as how he treats her, she doesn't see him as it's something that he's lacking to her to where she doesn't see him as a divine masculine. That's just the point I'm trying to make. And I'm never trying to put this brother down, okay? But all I'm doing is revealing to many of you what the spirit is revealing to me. Is something that he wasn't doing that she considered that's not a divine masculine, okay? He was dropping the ball somewhere, okay? To her, okay? Let's continue. This car was upside down. This is sexuality. Okay? This is sexuality. Sexuality blossoms in an atmosphere of trust and friendship. Okay? Did you hear that? Sexuality blossoms in a atmosphere of trust and friendship. This was upside down. So obviously, somebody had some trust issues. Okay? Somebody has some trust issues. Somebody has some trust issues. According to the spirit, Michael B. Jordan has some trust issues. Okay? And for him to have some trust issues, okay, for that to come up, it was something that she was doing, okay? It's something that Lorie was doing. And I truly am sensing that Lorie was communicating with an ex, okay? But that's what I'm picking up, okay? There was some things going on behind the scenes to where she was causing him to feel insecure, okay? It says here, sexuality blossoms in the atmosphere of trust and friendship. I truly believe these two got together as a PR move, okay? For whatever reason. You do for me, I do for you. You make me look good, I make you look good. Okay, we both are going to get something out of this. Okay? But as I stated, it backfired because somebody's heart got involved. Let's continue. This card is upside down. This is sexual freedom. Okay? This is sexual freedom. This when it comes to sexual freedom, it pretty much speaks from the perspective of an individual is being able to explore, okay, their sexual freedom without feeling the need of being judged, okay, especially when it comes to their own little fetishes, or whatever that they're into, okay, they are able to explore it with their partner. Okay, did you hear me? They are able to explore it with their partner. They have sexual freedom with their partner without being judged. They both have that in common. With these two, I'm not going to say she wasn't giving it up, okay? But the way I see it, there were some things that Michael really, really wanted to do. He was holding back because he may felt that she was not down with it. Okay, he may felt that she may judge him. All right, he may have felt that she would have rejected him for whatever reason. Okay, but he was not able to fully explore his sexual freedom with her. Let me just say that. Okay. See, there's always more to the story. Okay. Let's continue. Now, this is what the spirit is revealing to me about Michael. Okay, and I'm sure it's more. I don't want to make this video too long. Okay. At this moment, this is how he's feeling. A sense of worthlessness due to the fact that these two broke up. He really was feeling her. Okay. And when a person feels a sense of worthlessness, they feel like it's really due to feeling broken, okay? Trying to please others, giving your power over to others by how you allow others to treat you. It pretty much reflects how you see yourself, okay? For Michael to feel like this, and a lot of times men can just bounce back, I mean, they can just bounce back and be on to the next, but when they get their heart involved, it takes a little while because they have to heal, okay? They have to heal. According to the spirit, even though he may be smiling, I think I saw him out and about at some game, and it looked like he was trying to, enjoy himself. I can just see it in his eyes, he was still, he was still going through it. Okay, you can tell that he's disappointed and he's hurt. He's not gonna always feel like that, but anyway, um, with this card right here, this card really lets you. This card speaks from the perspective of a person, giving their power over to others. Okay, and a lot of times it's due to how you see I mean, how you view yourself is really how you that a person treats you. Okay, because he deserved to be loved. He deserved to be loved. Let me just say that. But when you give your power over to others, okay, by allowing them to treat you in a certain way. So obviously, let me say it like this. Obviously, however, he feels the Lord was treating him behind the scenes, you know, he was putting up with it. He was putting up with it. And I did mention to you earlier, family, I'm going to say allegedly, I was thinking that while these two were together as a so-called couple, she was still communicating with an ex, okay? And it may come to the light later on, if she's seen with the ex, let me just say that. But I do believe that she was communicating with the ex, all right? But anyway, according to the spirit, this is how he's feeling. And when a person feels like this, it's like they're giving you their all as far as they're concerned. And they feel like you didn't appreciate it, okay? They also can feel broken as well, okay? Or heartbroken. Allegedly. But this is what came out when it comes to what the spirit was revealing to me about Michael B. Jordan as far as his part when it comes to right here, you know, little things that he was doing behind the scenes, that was bothering her. Okay. Now, I wanted you to know from Lori's perspective, okay? I wanted to know from Lori's perspective, what was it about Michael, okay? What was it about Michael that caused her to break up with him? None of this is my opinion. This is what's coming out. This is the first card. It's upside down. This is connection. Two people who has a natural connection. Okay? This card was upside down. So you would think, family, we would see them, on the blogs, whatever, little pictures floating here and there of these two just having a jolly good time, on the boat, going on vacation, you know, um, because she's always taking pictures, not him, but Lorie is always taking pictures of them doing things together, but sometimes things are for a show. All right. Sometimes things are for a show. What's really going on behind the scenes? Do they have that connection behind the scenes? According to the spirit, they didn't have a true connection behind the scenes. Okay. Something was lacking. And even though she was younger than him, I think what, a 10 years difference, you still can have a connection with somebody. But right here is saying lack of connection. This is the next card. It's upside down. This is the boundaries card. This is someone who respects your space. Okay? It's someone who's not always up in your face all the time. When you want to distance yourself from them, they respect it. Okay? They're not calling you 24/7. They respect your space. According to the spirit, this was bothering Lorie also. She felt like he was crossing boundaries. And I can imagine if she was on the phone, he probably was around the corner listening. Because see, he has trust issues from whatever reason. And it could stem from his past relationships. All right. But when it comes to these two, somebody was crossing boundaries. And I truly believe it was Michael. Okay. Not giving her the space that she really wanted. Okay. She felt like he was crossing boundaries, all right, in an unhealthy way to her, allegedly. The next card is serendipity. It's upside down. It's crazy. All these cards upside down. This is serendipity. This card speaks from perspective of trusting that your journey is unfolding naturally. Being patient, going with the flow. So this is someone who's trusting that their journey is, going pretty smooth. And they're being patient, going with the flow. Whatever's going on in this so-called relationship, Laura is feeling very impatient with Michael. Okay? And also whatever was going on in this relationship, she wasn't really trusting the journey as though, feeling like, this is going to really go anywhere long term. Okay? Like I said, it really depends on what was going on behind the scenes, okay? But she was feeling very impatient with him, and it really depended on what he was doing. And I truly believe the main thing was crossing boundaries, okay? Whatever that means to her. And also, there was other issues these two were dealing with as well. Cause lack of connection, that's not good. Can you imagine two people together talking? They really don't have too much in common when it comes to doing certain things. Do they have that in common? They had a lack of connection also. The last card is upside down. This is creativity. Creativity. But it's upside down. Now, let me say this real quick. Going back to Michael B. Jordan, this man has money, okay? He has money to buy Lorie whatever she desires. Let me just say that. And he's very handsome. But sometimes that's not enough because the way I see it, it's about the person's character and their heart, okay? And whatever it means to Lorie. But as I stated, she is used to the finer things in life. She's used to getting whatever she wants anyway. Okay? If Michael doesn't buy for her, her daddy will get it. Just saying. Or her mother. Because her mother has money too. By her being married to Steve. But this right here, it's a creativity. This is something that doesn't require money, family. When I think about long walks at the park, I think about picnic. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things. According to the spirit, Lori feels like Michael lacked creativity. What he was doing pretty much what she's being accustomed to, what she's being used to. Okay? Buying her things. It's telling around he's buying her things. Okay, but that's not creativity at all. She's used to that. And a person that's used to certain things, when they get with you and you're doing the same old thing that they have always been accustomed to, you know what happened? They gets bored with you. That's what happened. She got bored with him, and she was looking for change. And they said that he wanted to marry her. Okay, well, what I'm seeing here, as you see, there was a lot of other things that was going on, and if this is actually the case, as far as how she felt that the things that he was doing, ain't no way that she was gonna marry him. It ain't no way. Especially when you already seeing the signs of a person doing certain things that you don't like. Ain't no way she was gonna marry him. And it wasn't about the money either. As you see, she cut him loose. She feel that he lacked creativity also. Buying people things, that's not creativity. I mean, that's not being creative. Hell, I mean, do they go to the park? I mean, do they go to the park and lay down a blanket and just stare up at the sky? It's the little things when it comes to being creative. Do they go skating, roller skating? That's fun. Do they go for long walks on the beach? Do they ride a bike? It's the little things. Okay, a person like her, it's about holding her attention. Like I said earlier, you keep giving her the same old that she's already accustomed to, it gets old. Okay, unless she unless he has her heart. All right. So obviously he didn't have her heart because she bounced up out of there real quick. So I got here lack of connection, whatever that means to Lorie. Boundaries being crossed, whatever that means to Lorie. Okay. Also, she was feeling very impatient in that so-called union. Okay, she's feeling very impatient, and she wasn't feeling like the journey that she didn't feel like how things were going in their relationship, that it was going to go in a way that was making her trusting that he's the one for her. Let me just say that. Okay, so to her things were not moving going smoothly, and right here lack of creativity. And many people might say, well, he has money, he buy her things. That's not creativity. Ultimate creativity, money has nothing to do with it. All right. If a man buy me a ring, that's not creativity. He just had the resources to buy it. But that gets old eventually. Buy me a ring, buy me a car. How about it's the little things that matter. And men, if you know what I'm talking about, it's the little things that matter. You know, balloon. Just taking her somewhere and wooing her in a creative way. In a way that she doesn't expect. Doing something for her that nobody else has done. That's the point I'm trying to make. But it's the little things. I want to real quick use the divine radiant deck. Okay, family. There are key words that I look for when I'm doing relationship readings. Now, I am no relationship guru, no relationship expert. I'm like many of you, by trial and error. That's how I learn. We all learn from our mistakes, or past experiences. At least we should. But some people go in circles, and they choose to ignore the signs and not operate in self love. But anyway, I've learned a lot by having this gift. The spirit always teaching me things as far as what to look for when it comes to relationships. Let me just say that. I want to know, how does Lorie sees Michael B. Jordan? Okay, you see how thick this deck is. How does Lorie view Michael B. Jordan? How does she see him? My spirit, love of truth, Holy Spirit leads me to all truth. Seeking clarity about Lorie Harvey. How does Lorie Harvey view and feel about Michael B. Jordan? I'm seeking clarity on Lorie's thoughts and her feelings concerning Michael B. Jordan. In the present, how does Lorie view and feel about Michael B. Jordan? Now, this is how she views him, okay, and how she sees him. And I did say feel only if it comes out. me say this real quick. Lorie is very young. She's trying to find her way. Let me just say that. Okay, she's trying to find her way. So everybody is different. Um, when it comes to what they looking for in life and how they choose to live their life. And she's not rushing. As you see, she is doing her. She ain't trying to have no kids or anything. And she still get what she want out of these men without him putting the ring on it and without having a child by these men. So as you see, Steve Harvey influences is heavily on her. Please know this. And I'm not mad at her. Please know that. She's doing her. Okay, I'm going to end it right here. I want to know her thoughts on Michael B. Jordan, okay? And how she sees him. None is in divine order. Let's get started. She sees him as enthusiastic, courageous, free spirit, brave, devoted. Now check that out. Devoted. That's when one is really into you, okay? They are devoted to you. She sees him as devoted, independent, someone who's holding their own, euphoric, determined, creative. And it does say creative, doesn't it? But it was still upside down. It's still something that he wasn't doing. Understanding, charismatic, optimistic. Look at that. Faithful. She see him as faithful. But do he see her as faithful? She sees him as faithful. Family oriented. This is how she sees him now. Gentle, happy. Just you see, he was happy with her. He was very happy with her. Nurturing, honorable, and abundant. And we knew that was gonna pop up. Abundance. Now, abundance means many, many things to many people, okay? Some people see abundance as their health, being healthy, but also abundance when it comes to prosperity as well. All righty. Let's see something here. How does Michael view Lorie? Right straight 11-2. How does Michael B. Jordan views Lorie Harvey? What is his thoughts about her? How does he feel? Not sure what it must be Jordan. One just jumped out. Hold on, family. This one jumped out. You see I'm holding this pile, right? This jumped out. I want to know how does he see her and feel about her, okay? That says love sick. So the word love is in there. Now with hers, we saw happy. Okay. How does he feel about Lorie Harvey? How does he feel about Lorie Harvey? How does he feel about Lorie Harvey? Mm. I wanted to know what are his thoughts about Lorie Harvey and how does he feel about Lorie Harvey? Mm. Well, look, one failed. Let me pick it up. Hmm. Okay, we complete. Okay. How does Michael B. Jordan view Lorie Harvey? How does he feel about Lorie Harvey? He see her as free spirit. So they both have this in common, okay? Both of them are free spirit. He see her as graceful. He see her as motivated. How does he feel about her? In love. You see that? In love. So yeah, the L word did pop up with him. He see her as easygoing. He see her as artistic. He see her as euphoric. He see her as independent. He see her as courageous. He see her as empathetic. He see her as fair. He see her as knowledgeable. He see her as learning. He see her as encouraged. I want to say he see her as devoted. I feel like he's devoted to her, okay? Because when I did a spread on her, she see him as devoted, okay? I let me be the judge when it comes to that. But when it comes to this card right here, I truly feel like he's the one that's devoted, okay? Cause I also want to know how does he feel about her. Devoted came out. He see her as cheeky. He see her as peaceful. So he doesn't see her as a drama queen. Trustworthy. And how does he feel about her? Love sick. Now we did see the trustworthy card pop up, but still, I truly feel like Michael B. Jordan has trust issues. All right, something stemming from one of his past relationship has him feeling like that. Okay, I do truly feel that it's something that Lorie was doing in that relationship um, that stir all of that back up in him again. Okay, it's something that he was doing behind the scenes. Please know that she was not liking, and the fact that I saw the boundary card and it was upside down, that's the one that's crossing boundaries. Okay, and it's pretty much what that means to Lorie as far as Michael B. Jordan crossing boundaries. I can only imagine. Um, but that's the one that's not respecting your space. You know, um, they're all up in your face all the time, and you know um also could be listening in on your phone conversations. you know but anyway, I'm going to do one more spread. I'm going to end this reading. I'll do one more spread. I'm going to end this reading. All right, divine spirit of loving truth, can you give me a I'm seeking clarity about Lorie Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. What ultimately led up to these two breakup? Divine spirit, what ultimately led up to these two breakups? What ultimately led up to these two breakups? On Lorie part and Michael B. Jordan part. What ultimately led up to these two breakups? Goodness. Hold up, family. I'm dropping cards. Yeah. Gosh, I'm gonna turn these over. Because I do read cards upside down too. What ultimately led up to these two breakups? Why did Michael B. Jordan well, I should it. Why did Michael B. Jordan and Lorie Harvey break up? Oh my goodness. Y'all see that? Spirit strong.
Oh boy.
Give me a minute, family. Okay, hold on. Spirit said we're not complete yet. Hold on. And I don't. Let me say this. I don't feel like it's one sided. I don't want to be blaming Michael for every little thing. I feel like I feel like I'll put this here. I feel like both of these two played a part in why things you know went the way they did. Shall I say? Um, at the end of the day, obviously they had some issues, okay, and that were not resolved. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I'm going to end it right here. This card is upside down. If you can't really see that good, I apologize. Let me raise this up. This is the serendipity card, okay? It came out earlier. I forgot which one. I think it was with Michael, I think, or Lorie. But it's upside down. It has here trusting that your journey is unfolding naturally, being patient, going with the flow. This came out when I did Lori spread, okay? Trusting that your journey and that relationship is going naturally and you are being patient, going with the flow. Okay. So obviously, Lori patience, uh let me just say this. She wasn't feeling patient at all. She feeling very impatient, okay? She wasn't trusting that the journey was going to flow naturally in that relationship in the way that matters to her, okay? In the ways that matters to her. Um, this card is upside down. I can't make this up. This is the love card. I love you. Okay. Now these two have been together for a year, a little over a year. Okay. So obviously somebody's heart was not in it. One of these, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know which one. I'm gonna go ahead and say allegedly Lori. Okay. Lori was not in love with him. Okay. She was not in love with him. This is I don't love. Okay. Or it can be I don't love something. Okay? Either I don't love you or I don't love something. It could be something that he was doing that she wasn't loving. Okay, that she was not. I want to say that she wasn't liking, but the fact that we see the love card upside down, that speaks volume. That lets me know that she was not in love with him. Okay, period. She may liked him. Okay, but she was not in love with him. The love card is upside down. But when I did his spread, we saw love sick. When I did his spread, we saw in love. Like I said, it pretty much backfired. This was supposed to be in a PR mode partnership alliance. It backfired on him anyway. The connection card is upside down. See that? It's upside down. For whatever reason, that which matters the most, lack of connection. Okay? They lack connection somewhere in that relationship. See, all we see is a picture of what she wants us to see. But what's really going on behind the scenes, we don't see that. This is upside down. This is life purpose. Okay? This is a life purpose card. It has additional meaning. It says, you know that you are being guided by your own natural intuition and wisdom of your heart, being guided by the universe. So this pretty much someone is being guided by their intuition, okay? Somebody is not being guided by their intuition. Okay? Somebody is pretty much just going with the flow, but they're not listening to that still voice at all. That's what really matters the most. Okay? Somebody is not being guided by their intuition at all, okay? In this situation. It could be due to ego. The next card, it is upside down. Let me say this. All these cards are upside down. All of them are upside down. This is upside down. This is spiritual maturity. So this is playing a part also with these two. I told you it was a lot going on with Lorie and Michael. Okay? Both honoring your own spiritual growth. Both accept each other own personal views. They think for themselves. When it comes to these two, that was an issue. That was an issue. Whether it was on Michael part or on Laura part. One of them was not respecting the other's viewpoint when it comes to the spirituality. Okay? It's like one of them could not think for themselves or have their own opinion when it comes to their beliefs. It's like the other person wants them to go along with how they think, if you know what I mean. Okay? These two don't have um, spiritual. These two both don't have spiritual maturity at all. That's when both parties respect each other's opinions and their beliefs. They didn't have that. So that's one of the lack of connection that they didn't have. This is upside down. This is resolving conflict. Okay. It has here empathy, compassion, and what else? Understanding. One of these were off. Okay. One of these were definitely off. Whatever conflict that these two had, they were not able to resolve it. Then this card is upside down. This is the silver waterfall. Stay balanced, healthy, and happy by raising your own vibration. And that's very important, okay? Because you feeling good from the inside out, they raise your vibration. You feel creative. You just feel good, and health wise, your health start to increase, okay? Because you're in a happy, healthy space. Whatever that was going on between these two, that's that in their environment. It wasn't, it was causing one of them to feel, low vibrational, okay, and they wasn't feeling happy anymore. Let me just say that, okay. And you could say it can affect your health, which is our ultimate wealth, our health. But who knows? Their relationship could have started being more toxic. It was something that was going on, like I said, to where the space wasn't feeling, happy and healthy. Let me just say that anymore, due to chaos and conflict, and not resolving, the conflict that was going on between these two. Yeah, I know it. Lack of peace. Lack of peace. This is someone who has peace. They have inner peace, okay? With these two, with their disagreements on whatever, with their conflict, with whatever they was experiencing behind the scenes, you could say both of them was not having inner peace on the inside. And peace is very priceless, okay? So both of these were experiencing lack of inner peace. It could be from worrying about their, situation. It can come from anything, to tell you the truth, when it comes to relationships. But both of them were lacking inner peace for whatever reason, or one of them. All it takes is for one to feel like that. And boundaries, upside down. I'm gonna go ahead and say one. I sense one of them was doing this, okay? One of them was crossing boundaries, okay, with each other, not respecting their personal space. The next card is upside down. This is the Rainbow Revere card. I think it came out early. I can't remember, okay? But it's upside down. And this speaks from the perspective of feeling good from the inside out. This is when a person is in a very healthy space. They're happy, they're glowing. Just like when Lorie be taking those pictures of her and Michael. She's just glowing, and she wants you to see her. Just happy, and like everything is everything. Well, everything is not everything. Okay, she's feeling like this, and we know he's feeling like this. Okay, but one of them is feeling like this. Please know that. Or will I just go ahead and say both of them due to their so-called personal conflict that they've been, experiencing in that relationship. Okay, neither one of them are feeling good from the inside out. And I cannot make it up. The chivalry card is upside down. Now I cannot tell you why the chivalry card is upside down, Because as I stated, family, we know he has money. And we have seen with our own eyes the pictures, okay, that Lorie has taken with, Michael. We see him, giving her things, you know, uh, flowers. But I have not actually seen him give her flowers, but I have seen her walk in the room, and I think he had blindfolded her, and she opened her eyes. There was like rose petals on the floor, and he had the room set up real nice. And to me, that is creativity, to tell you the truth. But anyway, I'm not in a relationship. But he does have money to be very chivalrous, to tell you the truth. But it pretty much what it means to her. Okay, it pretty much what it means to Lorie. This is lack of chivalry, and we have to look at it from perspective of what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, maybe he's not offering her chivalry enough. Okay, maybe she wants to be showered with chivalry, and he's not doing that. Okay, so the chivalry card is upside down, and as you see, it can be with somebody give you candy, flowers, um, you name it. Okay, just pursuing you and doing little things for you that makes you feel special. Okay, let me just say that. Okay, obviously Lorie like to feel special all the time. Okay, but anyway, I truly feel that he was offering her chivalry, but maybe not as much as she would like for him to. Okay, he wasn't really going overboard all the time. But like I say, at home, she was getting that. Okay. She was one of daddy's little girls. Let me just say that. So she used to being spoiled. Okay. Maybe Michael wasn't spoiling her enough. Who knows? But anyway, what's old to Lorie, please know it would be new for somebody else. Because the things that he was doing for her, another woman would be happy. Let me just say that. But the crossing boundaries, that part is not healthy. Okay, that's not healthy. So it's always going to be something that a person is doing, behind the scenes, that you feel is a no. That can be an issue. All right, and we all know that that's definitely not a healthy characteristic at all. When it comes to crossing boundaries, because a person who crosses boundaries, um, to me that's like a control freak. Okay, that's a very domineering individual, that likes to run things or run you. You know what I mean? And she's very strong willed. As we see, she very free spirit, and so is he. And Laura is used to moving to her own beat, and she's really not used to no man telling her what to do. If you know what I mean. Because she does have her own little money, and it's not like she depends on no man. So anyway, I'm through this reading. I wish Michael all the best. He's gonna be all right. I wish Lorie all the best. She's gonna be all right. She's gonna get back to doing what she always do. Okay, because she's not ready to settle down. Lorie is doing her. Please know that. Um, I'm through this reading. Much love to you all. Thank you for watching, family. If anybody would like to request for a relationship reading, please check out my About Me section on my channel. I have posted all the readings that I offer and their prices. And if you happen to meet someone new and you're not sure of their intentions towards you, please check out my About Me section. Okay, I have what is called spiritual background reading, and it can tell you a lot about the individual as far as their true intentions towards you. The time we're living in, you don't have to be in the dark, love. You do not have to be in the dark, and it's so dangerous now. You don't know people's true intentions when they get with you. With these two, in the beginning, she knew his intentions, he knew her intentions. It was a PR move, okay, for whatever reason. And they got together for whatever reason, but I truly believe, whatever she could get out of it, she got a lot out of it because he was just constantly just buying her things, okay? And I'm sure he got some things out of it too, but as you see, it didn't last. At the end of the day, they were really both using each other. But like I said, it backfired. It backfired on him because his heart started getting involved. He started letting down his guard with her. Okay. But anyway, I'm through with that. Be safe out there, family. And I love you. Be safe. Until next time. Bye for now, butterflies. Bye for now.